Class from Southeast High School visited the Nebraska Supreme Court this morning.
The students are part of a business law class and were able to observe 5 cases on the docket before doing a little Q&A session with the justices. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleiter has more.
Students from the business law class at Southeast High School sat in on 5 different cases at the Supreme Court in the Capitol building on Monday, including a criminal, civil, and a defamation case, among others. The course instructor, Stephanie Olson, said her class focuses on criminal, civil, and contract law. She says this was good exposure for her students to learn about Nebraska's judicial system and what oral arguments are like in court.
I think it's important for students to realize what actually goes on in the real world of court cases, court filings, and here we are in front of the Supreme Court, which is, for the most part, the ultimate oral argument that these parties will have.
The students themselves also got to take part in a Q&A where they asked the judges about their experiences in law school, why they chose their careers, and what kinds of cases they see every day. Olson said she's taken students to visit the Supreme Court before, and it gets them excited to learn about the law. Some of her students have told her they would like to pursue a career in law, and she thinks one day a few of them could become lawyers. One student, Ian Hunsberger, got to act as a student bailiff for the day and said while he was nervous, it was still a fun experience.
My favorite part was probably, honestly, watch people present their case. I just think that's fascinating, watching two people argue about something, I guess, in a more intellectual way, and not just yelling at each other.
Ian says he knew court would be different than what's on TV, and that he's learned from class about how the courts work. He said he's thought about a career in law, but also likes political science and business. Olson said this course is not required to graduate, so it's good to see so many students interested in the subject that chose to be there.
They loved it. It gives them just a brand new perspective on what it's actually like. They have watched television programs where everything's solved in an hour. And this, we talk about what happens with an appeal, and the parties only have between 10 or 20 minutes to argue their case, depending upon what issues are in front of the court. So they enjoy it.
Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleiter, Channel 8 News.
And the cases today and the Q&A session are all available to watch on the Nebraska Judicial Branch website. And we have a link to that in this story on our website, klkntv.com.